Good afternoon, friends. We are late by 10 minutes. I'm extremely sorry. There are some technical glitches. We are trying to understand that, and that's the reason we are fixing. Usually we are always on time, but today we are late. And thank you for joining us. So let's see what's happening in the world of the news and in the news across the world. The news across the world, yet the headlines across the world. I mean, in terms of some breaking news on the weather front, there have been some tsunami alerts and earthquakes in Japan, and that's the breaking news which is happening in conflict zones. Yes, the kind of signs of easing the tensions is being indicated. It's not really happening, so that has made an impact on the markets, on the oil barrel prices, and equally the markets are also a little bit buoyant, little bit stagnant over here. There are some other news also from Gujarat, from India, what all is happening in parliament, what's happening on the judicial front as far as the CJP and the Cockroach Janta Party protests are concerned, because the spokesperson from the CJP are coming and they are telling now that how the students are being arrested, or how the checkings are happening at restaurants where the food was, delivered at Jantan Manta. So these are the news headlines largely from India. What all is happening in the legal space as far as these pleas of the students who have been arrested, and those things mainly from Bihar, West Bengal, these states. And equally, yes, what's happening on the business front, what's happening in technology, science. So all as we start cruising the news, the ocean of the news over here. So let's start with the markets. Markets basically today, Sensex and Nifty. I'll just share the screen. Sensex and Nifty have dented actually. They have dent a little. You can say basically not kind of dented severely, but yeah, a little bit of dent is seen. I mean, it's almost 8 points in Nifty and 87 points in Sensex. So it's a 0 point kind of, 0.1% kind of a thing. And geopolitical relief somewhere, it's these are the key drivers basically where the market is not burst to that level, 0.5, 0.01%. So you can call it's a kind of a flat negative curve, you can call it. So interim pause of de-escalation in Middle East tensions, that's one of the factors. Softening crude prices, of course, that's putting the traders, investors out of a relief that the inflationary pressure would not continue. Macro cues and events, the US Fed policy, the upcoming US Fed policy, and of course the investor caution dominated ahead. And domestic pressure, India benchmark stayed in range bound due to position rolling over the ahead of the monthly of F&O expiry. And what's the outlook for tomorrow? I mean, that's Wednesday. Is largely it's a cautious positioning. It's a cautious opening actually, and early indicators suggest a steady to firm opening, but sentiment remains, tethered around the global updates. Equally, the event-driven volatility. I mean, the Houthis, they have attacked some ships in Saudi Arabia, so that's also making some kind of an impact. So the resistance level and the key levels of the Nifty and Sensex are indicated accordingly. And event-driven volatility, I mean, trading is expected to remain volatile. Definitive US Fed rate guidance and pivotal technology earnings. So these are the factors largely for tomorrow. Let's cruise ahead. Let's understand as to how key levels to watch mainly the indices face immediate resistance, yearly psychological barriers. So consolidation is anticipated unless, some kind of a breakthrough or a breakout happens. Let's see what's happening across the world markets. How are the major world indices behaving? And you can see the US composite is a mix. I mean, the US pack is a little bit mixed kind of a reactions. The Middle East and Pacific are also kind of a mixed domain. Europe and Africa, if you see, it's on the positive front, and Indian index is largely slight negativity. That's what is the indication from the world indices. So this is the latest today with the Asian market data and the Indian market data, as the Indian markets closed at 3:30. So this is the latest which we have after 3:30. Let's scale ahead. Let's cruise as to what's happening on other fronts. So the news desk in India, I would not like to go with that. I would like to, the breaking news, if you see the news desk of the breaking news, the conflict zones, the world and the India, largely this is what's happening. So we'll expand a slide little over here. So Japan earthquake, 7.1 magnitude earthquake hits southern Japan. Tsunami alerts issued on the coastal regions. That's largely reported by most of the news outlets. Conflict zones, Trump says good chance for progress in Iran talks as foes hold fire. I mean, as Iran holds the fire, that's what he want to say largely. And France, Spain race against the time. Wildfire, 320,000 have been, evacuations have happened. So they are homeless right now. And Assam floods, if you talk in India, it has taken everything from us. That's what the Assamese audience is saying. That's what the Assamese are saying. That's what the residents of Assam are saying. So the news is largely dominated with the two W. That's the weather and the war. If you see in the conflict zones in the breaking news quick. So yeah, I mean the weather and the war and the climate. That's the, you can call it the WW actually. The weather and the war. The news is largely dominated. I mean, if you see Spain and France, it's weather. If you see Japan, that's Asia, it's weather. If you see India and Assam floods, it's again weather. If you see conflict zones, it's again wars. How the Houthis, have started attacking the Saudi ships and all that. So yeah, this is the news largely on the world. I mean, the breaking news and all that area. Let's take a look at what is happening on the world desk. I'll just scale this and the news desk from the world, largely what it talks about. So what's the news happening from the world desk, and these are the headlines largely dominated in Europe. That's wildfires, thousands evacuated. So these are the headlines from Europe. Headlines from Southeast Asia: Saudi oil facilities hit, Iran block militia. That's by Iran backed militia. That's Houthis. Houthis claim drone strikes amidst the Yemen war fears, and Iran host a Hormuz talks. So again, amidst the talks, also the kind of attacks are happening by these outfits which are backed by Iran. Uh, if you see the headlines mainly from North America and America, it's about Trump and Netanyahu meet in Washington D.C. to discuss Iran. Zelensky to meet Trump at White House. Shooting at Seattle Food Festival, and new U.S. rules spreads deportation of asylum seekers. So these are the headlines largely. I mean, that's the reason we have given a kind of a geographical feel as to what are the headlines which are read. POK protesters violent death reported in Muzaffarabad, Pakistan elections. I mean, and marred by clashes in Islamabad. Fast India concerned over China's home rules like chokehold. That's likely to happen. That's what is the news which is happening. Asia Pacific, if you see the strong 7.1 magnitude earthquake, that's everywhere. Tsunami alert. Trump hosts Z amid AI race fears, and what all is happening in West Asia war. And if you see the South Pacific, so what's happening in Australia is Adelaide Gurudwara devastated in the major fire. 16-year-old lifeguard hero, he rescues boys from Santa Cruz waves. So this is the kind of the news spread from across the world, and let's cruise on the news which is happening mainly from India. I mean, so yeah, here we go. So what's happening on India front? So here we go on the India News Desk India. What does the News Desk India read? The news desk in India largely reads of student protest and police conduct. That's what I said in the beginning only. Bihar, Assam withdraw case against the NEET protesters. Supreme Court addresses police conduct. Says peaceful protest is a fundamental right. SE on violence. Whosoever committed excesses must be taken to the task. It has ordered a special investigative team for the same matter. New CJP protest planned at Jantar Mantar against the attack of police during the July 20 violences. And Assam flood situation, if you see. PM reviews the Assam. He does a meeting. He reviews the flood situation. Over 4.4 lakh, 4.5 lakh remain affected. Center steps up for the relief. Basically, it took everything from us. That is what the residents from Assam are telling to the media. These are the headlines which are being read the most. Assam flood situation improves. Toll rises, and over 5 lakh. They have been hit. That's 4.5 to 5 lakhs, and that's the situation. IMD has issued yellow alert for Delhi rains. Heavy rains lashes in Delhi NCR. Parliament crisis and reforms. Exam reforms panel chaired by Nandan Nilekani. That is the news from day before yesterday, actually, if you see. And it was reported yesterday largely by most of the media outlets. That's yet being read. I mean, it tops in that reading algorithm. Anti-paper leak bill debated, Parliament impasses to end basically, and Rajya Sabha adjourned amid the uproar of NEET. I mean, the House was adjourned till 2 p.m. today in India, and opposition agrees on debate on paper leak. So the debate has started. The House has probably started. That's what it is. As I have live over here, I'm not in a position to see it just now. Cabinet reshuffle and controversy. Dharmendra Pradhan resigns as education minister. That has already been into the news. India summons Meta top executives after PM Modi's video briefly blocked. So that has also happened. And government proposed portfolio change for Dharmendra Pradhan. CJP rejected it. Kangana Ranawat's crass comment on Gen Z trigger kind of controversy. And she said that too much excess of protein, spoils the brain and all that. Even doctors have rebutted that comment basically. What is happening on other areas, if you see on other developments, from Odisha to sky road rocket space, engineer Pritisha Banerjee helped script India's private space milestone. That's the headline which is being read the most. Delhi police identified 2,800 criminals present at the protest. They used the facial recognition system that was also shown in the protest. I mean, the reels which were going viral. And Sonam Wangchuk has been discharged from the hospital. He says he'll return to the mountains. That's largely the news which is coming from the India desk. And let's understand as to what's happening on other fronts. So, yeah, here we go. So, in the news desk from Gujarat. So, let us understand what's happening on the Gujarat front. So, in the news desk from Gujarat, if you see, I mean, this is India, and that's the development which is happening. Let's understand the news front from Gujarat. What are the developments which are being reported in Gujarat? And Gujarat, largely, if you see, it's a mix of business and economy, crime, law, education, weather and disaster, policy, infrastructure, health, sports. So Gujarat in trucks and containers has reported a Q1 profit which has rise 125% up. Industrial projects were 6,000 crore approved in Gujarat. And Nuvoco anticipates significant Gujarat business growth as well as in North India. And Vedanta Group filed contract extension rejected by the government. So these are the developments on the business and economy front. Crime and law, tragic mass suicide in Gujarat family linked to financial stress. Gujarat man arrested at Varanasi airport smuggling gold, and Gujarat High Court voids divorce post man's death. Wife gets a widow status. Cyber financial fraud, E0 FIR service has been launched. That was the news from yesterday. We've already read. That's the news which has been read the most. Probe has been ordered into the alleged BAMS exam paper leak at Gujarat Ayurved University. So BAMS, that's I would I just shorten it to BAMS, but actually it is BAMS. So that paper has been leaked in Gujarat Ayurved University, and the probe has been launched. There have been voices demanding the resignation of Rivaba Jadeja also from some other splinter groups, basically politically splintered groups. Uh, Gujarat Education Department mandates basic facilities in school, mainly the toilet and all that, basically, and free textbooks for students in flood-affected area. That's been announcement which is made by the Education Department. Tata Motors Gujarat plant has been hit. It has been hit by flood. Output mainly of the cars from that, the EV vehicles largely, has been disrupted. That's the news and the headlines which is read the most. Heavy rains predicted in Gujarat. It flooded South Gujarat as well. And policy and infrastructure, Gujarat unveils major shipbuilding policy targeting 27,000 crores investment, and Indo-Dutch push for the Gujarat Kalpasar project DPR. There have been some visuals which are making rounds where the water has been, the Dholela village has been waterlogged. So that area is a little low-lying area. So where the smart city is planned, that village of Dholera, that has been waterlogged. Let's see as to what are the other developments. IMA seeks abolition of Gujarat medical bond policy, and Zydus Hospital advance in gastrointestinal surgeries in Gujarat. So the Zydus Hospital thing is a press release actually which has gone on Hindu's website. I mean the Hindu Business Line's website, and that is not actually some news, but that's a PR kind of initiative, you can call it. And equally, 9 Gujarat athletes selected from for Asian Games in Japan, and Coast Guard airlift seafarers from the Gujarat coast. So these are the news largely which are making the headlines in Gujarat. And let's understand as to what are the other developments while we track the other developments. Here we go. So on other developments, on other fronts, we go on the business news. I mean the business news desk. So what is the news from the business news desk? So the business news desk largely talks about global sell-off deepens, Asian markets slide on. That's how it is. Global sell-off deepens, Asian markets slide on fears of China competition and AI jitters. It is being reported by most of the outlets. Tech and AI battle. Anthropic CEO fears Chinese AI use. US big tech calls for the open weight models kind of a thing. So, yes, the war has sparked on AI front also between China and US, no doubt about that. And NVIDIA, SpaceX, Microsoft launch AI safety initiative after OpenAI cyber attack fallout. So this is the news from across the world. India corporate buzz. Hindustan Unilever Q1 results records, sales growth, but not a net profit declines to 2% due to costs. So the input costs are rising. So that's the reason the net profit has declined on a year-on-year basis to 2%. Tata Sons chairman Air India turnaround will take a decade. That's what he has said. And equally, Swiggy Instamart CEO Amitesh Jha has resigned, and Nandita Sinha has taken over as the new CEO. Banking and finance, Bank of Baroda hit by cyber attack, core system uncompromised, but customer data has been leaked. That's the news which is coming in. And HDFC Bank board fines MD and CFO rupees 1 lakh each over extra payout to Maharashtra PSUs. So these are the news largely from the banking and finance sector. And policy and innovation, India approves trials of 10 and rupees 20 polymer notes. So the polymer notes, plastic notes are now coming in. Tata Power starts a construction on 10 gigawatt solar ingot plant in Odisha this October. And if you see the AI startup cursor on that front also, the AI startup cursor launches India specific pricing plan to attract the developers. So these are the news largely coming from the business space. Let's take a look on what's happening on other developments. I mean, we took the news desk from Gujarat, we took that also, but let's see what's happening on the business front. So we did the business front also. Let's see what's happening on the tech front, science, sports. I mean, health and all that. So on the tech front, if you see the tech pack, the tech pack is largely all talking about the mobile gadgets, the artificial intelligence, the company news and trends, upcoming releases, software updates, securities, and gaming deals. I largely focus on the artificial intelligence and the company news. Rest of the things you can read because that would look more of promotional. So Microsoft launches MAI Cyber One Flash for its cybersecurity AI model. And AI giant's new problem, OpenAI, no doubt about that. That's what AI giant's new problem. That is what OpenAI is talking all about. And index cloud chats expose AI privacy concerns. So these are the areas, and as I said, the AI war has now clearly sparked between China and US. So that is also a area of concern. Uh, Company news and trends. If you see, Apple prepares for CEO transition. John Tennant to replace Tim Cook, and Sony PS5 disc drive decision threatens the resale market. The rest of the things are largely on the gamings and deals and all that. So software updates and security. Apple releases iOS 26.6 for securing fixes basically, and I mean, rest of the things on the mobile gadgets and all that, that would look promotions. I'll not talk to that. You can just read that. Pause it and read it if you wish. We go further, and while we go further, we talk on the science desk as to what's the news coming from the science desk. And the news from the science desk, largely in United States, North America, NASA astronaut Anil Manon prepares for the first spacewalk next week. Equally, the Juno probe reveals hidden heat on the volcanic moon. New findings of the life beneath the Europe's ice. I mean, these are the news headlines you can read largely. There's not much of a buzz on this, but US Russia space crew returned to Earth from ISS, and equally, if you see, astronomers observe rare wandering on a black hole event, meteor activity outlook for July. So these are the forecasts. These things do make impact on the climate. So yeah, I mean, these forecasts are good to read. India comet visible in Bangalore sky. That's coming from the India basically, and Indian astronomers capture blue straggle star formation. So NISA satellite in Antarctica delivers the data. Started delivering the data. The hummingbird video feed which came. So full black moon in India, heavy rains warning, that is also being talked about. And if you see the other areas, Europe, global research, well preserved cruciate snake fossil found in Brazil, uh, AI underwater robots track diver stress. So these are the things which are happening in the, I mean, the kind of scientific research and everything. So these are the headlines you can read mainly. This is not something where some kind of a news is being followed clearly away. These are the headlines from the space of science discoveries and everything. Let's take a call on what's happening in the health desk. I mean, on the health front, the news coming from the health front. If you see, here we go, and this is the health desk. What does a health desk report actually? The health desk reports are largely pertaining to India's recent health stories, mainly the Kangana Ranaut's protein shake and cancer claims, how doctors have debunked the claims. India's first indigenous cervical cancer prevention pill shows promises. Uh, World Hepatitis Day elimination of Ripon buildings and India's flight. So these India's first dengue vaccine arrives with a caveat. So these are the news largely. Asia and regional outbreaks. Omicron RF detected in all rental samples from Tamil Nadu. Yes, COVID case uptick in Andhra Pradesh. Alert sounded. Variants detected, and measles breakout in Bangladesh claims for more lives in toll rises. 6-year-old dies. So these are the after $8 lakh gene editing treatment in China. The probe is on. So technology and innovation breakthroughs, prototypes, monitoring tracks multiple sweat biomarkers simultaneously. Twisted laser light can tell mirror image. Plant-based wound dressing fights infection before it takes a hold. Global health and trends and research. If you see, so these are the headlines largely. How much of a smoking can damage you? So these headlines are largely being read across the world in the health area. Democratic Republic Congo's Ebola outbreak tops 3,000 cases now, and experiment Ebola virus enters the first human trial as Congo outbreak was, and first person gets the new experimental vaccine for Ebola and Bundibugyo strain trial. So that's what is happening. And clinical advances, new therapies. If you see, there are also some US FDA notes for first pill to replace jabs for high cholesterol, I think. So yeah, for the high cholesterol. So these things are largely the news which are coming from the health space and the health desk. And let's take a call. Let's go ahead on what's happening in the entertainment space in the sports desk. So let's understand the sports news. I mean, we'll check the sports news science we have done. So we'll go on the sports front. On the sports front, if you see, on the sports front, it's a mix of India's, I mean, the Commonwealth Glory cricket, the international football transfers, the tennis F1 World Cup news, global cricket and fixtures. So Sharmila Dhankar wins India's first para athlete CW, I mean, the Commonwealth Games gold. Mirabai Chanu sets records in 2026 Commonwealth Games. She has done a hat trick in gold. CWG, I mean, the Commonwealth Games 2026 historic high jump silver for Sarvesh Kushkare. So, I mean, the kind of medal tally which is happening from India. Ganeshwar Yadav wins weightlifting silver. Ajay Babu adds to another silver in weightlifting. Shreyas Iyer wins the first T20 Ice Series as India captain. Team sensation Suryavanshi praised by VVS Lakshman. So Sanju Samson to play on his own terms. So these are the news from the cricketing world and Commonwealth Games. Basically, the Indian sports. Uh, I mean, the sports stars. Basically, I would call it how they are performing on the field. International football and transfers. Real Madrid agrees terms with winger Jan Naimonde. So these are the news. Chalesa interest into Welbeck and Lacorix. So these are the news and global cricket and fixtures. If you see, Jadeja returns for Sri Lanka Test. Saraj Jainan's call up. Sri Lanka court denies bail to Manjot Kalra. Bangladesh court for the Australia Test is announced. English Cricket League investigates finger licking and cheating. Finger clicking and cheating, not licking. Sorry. And MI London defeats Mumbai Indians. London defeats Southern Brave in not Mumbai Indians. I would call it MI London defeats Southern Brave in last ball thriller. And tennis and F1 and World Cup news. If you see Novak and Ariana to team up at US Open. Tyler Fritz Washington Open. Aston Martin introduces major chases upgrade. So that's in the F1 space. And Honda has stopped updating 2026 MotoGP bikes. So that is again in the F1 space. So yeah, largely these are the news from the sports desk, you can call it. Moving forward, what we can see over here is we've done this. So after the sports comes the entertainment front. So we'll do something on the what's the news from the entertainment desk. So news from the entertainment desk is largely a mix, basically. I would call it a mix, kind of mix from Ranbir Kapoor has dismissed the doomed four speculations. That what he has said. Vijay's Jai Nagan continues a strong run. It has almost clocked 158 crores. Spider-Man brand new day. I mean reviews and things are happening. Batwara's trailer has been released. It's out today basically on July 28. It's a Sunny Deol starrer movie and Nolan's Odyssey crosses $10 billion review and that's how it is going on across the world. And Chennai Love Story mixed response basically. Ramayana Part 1 ends at on a cliffhanger. So that's the news from the box office actually. And what's happening on the television and OTT space? Ritesh Deshmukh has reprimanded Yogesh Rawat on Lockup. The Lockup series is much into discussion nowadays. Hina Khan addresses Amir Khan's marriage controversy, and equally Apara Mehta opens up on the about the marriage and career. So she has talked in one of the talk shows, basically the podcast, what do you call it? Eva Grover's on past marriage to Hyder Ali Khan, and there hasn't been allegation on Karan Kundra about by Sanvi Talwar. She has said that he had tried to molest me or kiss me or kind of a things. And Dheeraj Tupar reacts to Arshad Chopra's after Lockup. So Lockup series is much into the news and entertainment space. And the Traitor season 2, it's premiering on August 13 on Prime Video. So that's the news over here. And Ayushman Sethi, he shares the Bali vlog with girlfriend Samiksha Sethi. So I think these are not the news actually, but these are kind of things which are read most. Ram Kapoor has talked about his father's death. Isha Rakhi shares the cryptic post amid separation rumors. Dhanush turns 43, politics and welfare, that's the buzz. That we had talked yesterday. From his speech, it is indicated that he's likely to enter politics. Anurag Dopal accuses his wife Ritika Chauhan, basically in some spat between them. And Priyanka Chopra posts daughter, Malti Mary, basically. And Pawan Kalyan's wife requests use of merit surname. So Kirti Shannon celebrates her birthday. So I mean, these are not news actually. These are some lines from the entertainment space. We'd like to just kind of give you a kind of a primer over here. So the entertainment primer is over, and here we go ahead with the weather, the news desk, what's happening on the climate and the weather front, mainly from across the world. So here it is, world map. If you see, it's more about severe weather damages in Chicago, California, Kentucky, uh, Mancha and Appleton, and South Africa and Durban, Spain, UK, of course, Japan. So Spain races up to contain the monster fires ahead of the new heat wave. Again, that's a thing. Met Office verdicts fourth UK heat wave forecast at Greater Manchester. Powerful tornadoes hit the Appleton area, and tornadoes badly damaged the. I mean, they damaged the elementary schools and that basically. And headlines, I mean, tornadoes and storm outbreak. Basically, it's reported in the USA. So Durban braces for the disruptive rain. California drought irreversible. So these are the news headlines largely from across the world. We will have to end the stream now over here. I mean, we'll stop sharing the screen and I'll be in a full-fledged form. So yeah, it's Tuesday. It's a traveling Tuesday, and that's what the world is today. What the markets are today. I mean, a kind of a light day today, you can call it, in terms of the developments which I read on a usual day, barring the events in Japan, the weather events in Japan. So let me now call it a this broadcast because I'm 5 minutes late on my other scheduled broadcast. So I'll have to pick up there, and that's the day for you. Please do take very good care of yourself. Sorry, please do take very good care of yourself. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for listening to us. And it's monsoon, so while going out in your two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, your trikes, bikes, your cars, just be careful, be cautious. And thank you once again for watching us and listening to us. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.